Welcome to New Sky TV. It's a smash hit. Zhai Yiying's new drama topped the charts immediately upon release, garnering 83.73 million views. Don't you want to know what makes this short drama so captivating that viewers across the internet collectively broke down in tears? Zhai Yiying, who once brought despair to life with a single tear in the sea of stars, is back with scars and unwavering resilience. Haven't you seen the trending topics Yihi's crying scene followed by those purple explosion images? When she looked at the camera with those broken eyes, did you feel your heart being ripped open, leaving you breathless with a bittersweet ache? Scaling 83.73 million views in less than 8 hours on its first day, and immediately topping both platform charts, with this kind of phenomenal success, can you honestly say that Wild Lotus in the Wilderness is still on your watch list? Imagine a thin girl in a faded school uniform, standing alone in a downpour, biting her lip to hold back her tears. Don't you want to know what heartbreaking stories of youth lie behind the scars she desperately hides? Zhai Yiying's character, Yihi, is just such a wild lotus, struggling to bloom from the mire of inferiority. Have you ever seen yourself in her, once too humble to look up, yet unwilling to accept your fate? When she's overwhelmed by the ridicule of the school, when the misunderstanding of her loved ones pierces her heart like a knife, when everyone tells her you don't deserve it, do you hear your own heart screaming why? For her? And that man named Karen, didn't you notice the silent storm hidden in his eyes every time he looked at Yihi? Partnering with Zhai Yiying for the third time, is Karen's role her salvation or another abyss? Can you confidently say the answer? From the innocent paper promises of youthful romance on campus to the cutthroat world of business in adulthood, from the sweetness of holding hands to the resolute turning away with tears in their eyes, isn't this bittersweet broken mirror mended romance recipe tailor-made for someone like you with a fragile heart who insists on eating glass candy? When they locked eyes across the crowd, didn't you feel goosebumps all over screaming, "Get back together already?" Why did viewers flood social media with comments like, "Zhai Yiying's tears are pearls, every tear I shed shatters"? Because she portrayed Yihi's stubbornness, even when trampled into the mud, she'll still sprout green shoots from the cracks, to the very core of her being. Haven't you ever desperately tried to prove you deserved to be loved? When she transformed from a little girl walking with her head down into a sharp-eyed, unyielding professional woman at the negotiating table in high heels, didn't you want to applaud her until your palms turn red, then cry and ask yourself, when will I be that strong? But darling, are you really ready for those heart-wrenching scenes? That scene on the abandoned playground, where Yihi tears a stack of love letters into pieces and scatters them in the wind, then smiles at the camera and says, "It doesn't hurt." Didn't you read the words that hurt so much in her trembling lips? And that rainy night, when she kneels on the soaking ground piecing together a photo, her fingernails full of mud, yet you see an mad smile on her lips, this expressive power, a mixture of despair and hope, isn't it 1,000 times more deadly than any desperate cry? And when Karen's character, when he finally utters, with tears in his eyes, "I was cowardly back then," don't you suddenly understand what belated affection is cheaper than grass means? But the next second, when he holds an umbrella for Yihi, who is driven to the brink of collapse by life, and then turns and walks away in the rain, don't you scream in your heart, "Don't go, please turn back and hug her"? This narrative technique of hiding candy in razor blades and stabbing knives in syrup, isn't it specifically designed to torture masochists like you who knowingly cry your eyes out but can't help clicking on the next episode? What does 83.73 million views mean? It means the number of people watching simultaneously could fill 100 Bird's Nest stadiums. It means the barrage of comments nearly crashed the server 3 times. It means countless people crying and laughing in front of their phone screens every night. Are you sure you don't want to join this nationwide masochistic carnival? On the list of top-ranked shows, every vote was cast by viewers with red, swollen eyes and burning tears. Do you still doubt the terrifying power of this drama to harvest tears? Why did the chemistry between Zhai Yiying and Karen go viral to this extent? Because even their breathing in front of the camera was like a pre-rehearsed ensemble. Didn't you notice that every time Yihi bit her lip, the male lead's Adam's apple bobbed? This subtle chemistry isn't acting, it's a deep, visceral connection forged through 3 collaborations. Can you honestly say you don't want to see how many breathtaking sparks will fly between these 2 actors, whose souls are so intertwined, in Wild Lotus in the Wilderness? So, are you still going to pretend you're indifferent to this short drama that's become an instant sensation? Don't you really want to witness firsthand how Yi transforms from a trampled weed into an inexhaustible wasteland? When the words "all 24 episodes are now available" appear on the screen, are you sure you can resist binge watching until dawn, then posting on social media at 3 a.m. with red, swollen eyes? This show is addictive. Watch with caution, but I'm already hooked. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.